Hi guys, Ida here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Now today I have another series review for you guys. It's the Netflix limited series called Echoes. Dropped on Netflix I believe a week or so ago. So I thought that I'll do a review for you all and share my thoughts. So let's get right into it. So Echoes is a drama thriller, and it's basically based on identical twins Leni and Gina, who have been basically switching roles and places, lives for quite some time now, and everything was going well until one sister goes missing, and they've got to now face the consequences of their actions. Now initially I wasn't gonna watch the show because when I watched the trailer it was giving horror vibes. I was just like, this is not me. It's not me. I don't like stuff. If you know me, I don't like things like that. Don't enjoy horror. I like light-hearted things, you know, kind of straight to the point, don't have to do too much thinking. So I wasn't going to watch it initially, but then I was like, you know what, I'll watch one episode, see how I get on. And yeah, I watched it and it was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, or it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. So I'll just give you a few thoughts and a bit of background. By the way, there might be a bit of spoilers in here, so if you haven't watched it and you do want to go watch it, maybe watch it and then come back to the video. I'll try not to give too much away as well, but yeah. So first things first, first few episodes I was very confused because obviously the sisters have been switching places, so it was like, what sister is this? It was all kind of a bit all over the place in the first it was a bit all over the place in the first few episodes, but it all kind of starts to make sense from I think about episode 3 going, where we get a bit more backstory and we get to understand which sister is which and things like that. So basically Leni is the sister that is married to Jack. They have a little girl called Matty, and then there's Gina, who's married to Charlie. She lives in LA. Anyways, they've been switching places like I've said. Leni goes missing and basically Gina has to go back home and help find Leni and things like that. Then we find out that actually it's not Leni that is essentially missing, it's Gina that is essentially missing. And Gina, who was in LA with her husband Charlie, is actually Leni. I know, confusing, yeah. But yeah, it turns out that, you know, they've been switching lives, should I say, for quite some time. And as I was watching, I was like, first of all, it put me off ever wanted to have twins. But then I thought about it and I'm like, actually this is a bit unrealistic. And this is what I think is a bit unrealistic, because yeah, twins look alike, but I feel like if people close to them, husbands, relatives, dads, moms, should be able to tell them, not even should be able, they are able to tell them apart. So how grown-ups who are grown-up twins, I'm sure that when you grow up as a twin, they start to look a bit different. I'm able to tell some twins apart when I think they're a bit older. There's just little things, personalities are different, the way they talk, their body shape, you can suss it out, right? Anyways, this is what I think is unrealistic, because how a husband, your wife goes on a birthday, trips, and basically comes back as herself, but she's not actually herself, she's somebody else now, and you don't notice. And yeah, I was looking at it like, really? Are you sure about this? that's what was a bit unrealistic to me. I was just like, somebody should be able to tell them apart somehow. Like, even their parents, apparently the only person that could tell them apart was their mom. But even that, I was like, come on, the dad, the other sister. The one that was shocking was the husbands and the little kid. You can't tell your mom which one's your mom? Come on now. So yeah, that's something that I was just kind of looking at it a bit like, okay, if you say so. So as the story goes on, we find out that the reasons as to why they started switching lives when they got older. When they were younger, they were kind of switching lives to kind of cover up things that they were doing. One of them pushed their sister. Unfortunately, she hurt herself, and they started a fire. And we basically find out that Leni is the crazy sister, because when we're first introduced, it's made to seem like Gina, actually the real Gina, is not okay. She's been the bad twin since they've been a little girl. But then as the story develops, we find out that actually it was always Leni that was the bad twin, but then Leni would make them switch. So it was Gina that was always getting in trouble for things that Leni did. Yeah. And now that they've grown and they started to switch lives, it was Leni's idea. In the beginning, Gina was okay, she went along with it, but then Leni became a bit too controlling. She was kind of stalking her sister. She was telling her sister things. She was doing things as Gina that she wasn't supposed to do. Anyways, a lot of mess. I did quite enjoy things that I didn't enjoy about it. I feel like they could have developed certain relationships a bit more. I was a bit confused with the relationship between, I don't even know which twin it was, whether it was Leni or Gina and the officer, Paula. I don't know how they became friends. I don't know why she was helping Leni. Like, it was all a bit confusing. That could have been a bit developed as well. I think that they could have also developed Gina and her husband Charlie's relationship as well. Now, I know I said earlier that nobody knew that they were switching, but Charlie did know, and I knew that Charlie knew from the very beginning, because there was a scene where he was tracking Gina's phone, and then when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he knows that they've been switching the whole time. And it turns out that he actually did know. Sorry, spoiler alert. And I was just like, there is no way, yeah, in this world that I feel like as a husband, you're married to a twin, you then find out, or you somehow figure out that every year that your wife and her twin sister go away, they've been changing positions and a new person has been coming to your house, and you just been okay with it the whole time. So I'm looking at you funny. Anyways, yeah, I just was like, really though? Really? Like, you okay with all of that? Anyways, his explanation was that he basically wanted to love his wife, and his job was just to love her and be there for her. And then he was like, well, be there for both of you. Okay. Be there. So yeah, I just was not here for that. I feel like they could have developed it that a bit more. I would have wanted to know why he knew and he wasn't doing anything about it. Also, why was he stalking her in the beginning? Like, I just feel like certain stories should have been developed a bit. We were kind of just given a little bit, and it was like, yeah, make up the rest for yourself. Didn't quite enjoy that. Something else I didn't enjoy, well, one of the main things that I did not enjoy was the ending. The ending, it was flat. It was like I sat here and watched all of this, and you basically gave me nothing at the end. You gave me nothing to work with. You just left me and just said, yeah, figure it out. Basically, that's what I felt like. I won't say what happened at the end. You guys should go watch it and let me know what you think of the ending, but I personally did not enjoy that ending one bit. I feel like they could have done it differently. It was, yeah, it was not given. It was like you build up all this expectations, we got into it, and then you kind of just left us high and dry. Basically, it was not given. I was not here for it at all. Something that I liked or also didn't like, I liked the actress that played Leni and Gina. I actually had to go and Google to see if it was just one person, because it was actually good the way they did it, with the certain scenes where both of them are in it. Obviously, you know, they're great, they can do those things, but I did like it. I liked that although obviously they're twins, they do have different personalities. She was able to do both personalities really good. There was a scene where she was talking to the sheriff, and she was basically explaining to the sheriff what they've been up to all these years, and the sheriff was like, no, like, you're playing with me, why would you guys be switching? And she actually plays both roles right in front of the sheriff. That scene kind of scared me a little bit, because I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But yeah, I did like that. The actress that obviously she played both characters, I did not like the Leni character one bit. Like, she was annoying. Oh, did not like her one bit. Gina's character, I could, like, I don't say relate, because I can't relate to none of it. But like, I don't know, I could feel something for her. Like, I was a bit I felt a bit empathy towards her, you know, like I felt a bit bad for her in certain times. Leni's character, I was just sick of. Like, I was just like, no, you are annoying. Did not like her one bit. But Gina's character, you could kind of get to warm up to her a little bit. I think it's because obviously we find out that Leni is the annoying one, and Gina essentially was getting in trouble for all her mess. But yeah, didn't like the Leni character. The Claudia older sister as well, she was annoying too, not gonna lie. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, surely this isn't, yeah, no, to be fair, I have nothing to say about her. Yeah, no, I was not here for it. The sheriff, I have mixed feelings about the sheriff. I liked her, and then I didn't like her. I hated the fact that it's like she's having a conversation with you, but she's insinuating things instead of actually coming out and saying them. Like, every time there was a conversation, it's like she's not coming out right and saying what she needs to say. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, that annoyed me. But it was, the actress was great. I liked her little comments from time to time, but like I said, sometimes it was just like, say what you mean and do what you mean, or whatever that saying is. Like, stop like insinuating things, and yeah, just say what you want to say and let's just go about our day. That was a bit annoying, irritated. Paula, like I said, I did not understand her character. I didn't know what she was there for. I really wanted to know what the relationship was between her and Leni. It wasn't very clear. That would have been an interesting thing for them to develop. And I think that's pretty much everything. I've tried not to say too much, so that I'm not giving any spoilers away. But yeah, overall, would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend it. It's not a bad watch. Certain parts for me personally, I feel like it dragged a little bit. At some point I was just like, let's wrap it up. Doing too much now. But overall, it was okay. It was a good watch. It was just that certain things to me, as I've reflected on it, was a bit unrealistic, I feel like, because I don't think that there's anywhere. If anybody's a twin, please let me know if you switch places and nobody. I feel like obviously outside people will not be able to tell, but are you able to play these kind of tricks on your family members? Because I feel like they will be able to tell. That's the only thing that after I've reflected on it, I was like, okay. But then again, it's a TV show. Nobody's supposed to take it. Oh, excuse me. Not really supposed to take it all that serious, you know. It's just something to watch. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've watched it, let me know what are your thoughts. Did you enjoy it? Who did you like? What didn't you like about it? Drop it all down in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye now.